All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. This video comes from C-SPAN and it's titled, "Your line of questioning is transphobic." Now, in this video, you got Senator Josh Hawley questioning a Berkeley law professor by the name of Kiara Bridges. And yeah, this is interesting. All right, so we're about to get into this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe while we're watching. Now, let's roll it.
Professor Bridges, you said several times, you've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are not mutually exclusive, Senator Hawley.
Oh, so your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up trans people to violence by not recognizing them.
Wow, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
So I want to note that 1 out of 5 transgender persons have attempted suicide. So I think it's important
because of my line of questioning? So we can't talk about it?
Because denying that trans people exist and pretending not to know that they exist
I'm
is
denying that
dangerous.
trans people exist by asking you if you're talking about women having pregnancies?
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can get
So
pregnant.
you are denying that trans people exist?
And that leads to violence? Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to question you?
Absolutely.
Or are they also treated like this, where
No,
they're told
allowed
that
to
they're
question me.
opening up people to violence?
We have a good
by
time in my
questioning?
class. You should join.
Oh, I bet.
You might learn a lot.
Wow, I would learn a lot. I've learned a lot just in this exchange.
Absolutely.
Extraordinary.
Yep.
Whoa, boy, now didn't I tell you that was interesting? Alrighty. First things first, this whole speech is violence thing is incredible to me, that people actually believe this. You know what violence is? Violence is slapping somebody in the face. Violence is punching somebody in the face. That's violent. Violence is putting your hands on somebody with the intent to hurt them, or, using an instrument to hurt somebody, to bring pain onto somebody. That's violence. But like Senator Hawley said, we can't talk about it. Are they that much of a protected class? Are they that fragile that they can't, be a part of a conversation, or they can't accept being in a conversation where people are giving their objective opinions about them? Speech and violence are two very different things. There is speech that may call someone to violence, but this was not that either, and we got to call this stuff out and nip it in the bud then and there, because this is not something that we can allow to become acceptable in society. The moment when America widely accepts that speech is violence, that'll be a very, very, very dangerous spot for us to be in. And I would fear for free speech if we ever make it to that moment. Secondly, as a black person, it's disappointing to see this woman fall this deep into the rabbit hole, over this trans issue. The black community has had so many challenges keeping the family unit together and, trying to strengthen it, and losing that family unit. We've gone through the ringer on that issue, and I don't think this is conducive to that. I think this ideology is damaging to the black family structure, and I would stand up and say that, argue that with anyone. And the last point I want to make is the trans community and people who support the trans community often say that, we're swinging the air worrying about this trans thing. It's only a small percentage of people, and, it's not big of a deal, not that big of a deal, whatever. But, let me use this example. Look at what happened to Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson was just doing his thing, going from college to college, speaking, just sharing his ideals, and people loved to hear his ideals. They came in massive numbers to see him everywhere he went. And they try to tell him how he can and can't speak, how he is to address certain people by their pronouns. And he told them no. So this small group of people managed somehow to get their issue put at the forefront, at the top of everything. And it's affecting people's lives who aren't even a part of this thing. So to pretend that people are over exaggerating or over blowing up this issue is nonsense, because just like we seen with Jordan Peterson, an issue about pronouns and things like that, which the only people who care about pronouns are trans people and non-binaries and, people like that. Those things end up actually affecting everybody else's life you know, who doesn't even adhere to that type of thing. So this is just a reminder to reject this new type of thinking where men can have babies and men can have periods and women, trans women are women. Like, we have to stay rooted in truth as much as possible in a world that is, you know, just going insane. It's important that we maintain truth and common sense as much as possible, because our next generation is going to inherit this world, and we want them to inherit a world where a man is a man and a woman is a woman. It ain't looking too good right now. But, you know, hey, we trying every day, all right? But that's it for the video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe on your way out the door. Let me know what you thought about this in the comments down below. Until next time, you guys, I'm out of here. Peace.